All right, I'm going to do a quick review of this Bora lumber rack. Got it off of Amazon. Here's the part number. It's PBR-001. So these are all the same. This particular one has 6 shelves. There's a 3 shelf and a 4 shelf that you can also get. It says that you should put them 4 to 6 foot apart. That way you can hold 8-foot lumber. I've got 2 sets of them I'm going to install here, but we're going to put this together. Okay, so this thing is real simple to put together. It comes with the support rods here, and then you have your uprights, or what's going to make the shelves. You have your instructions. So all you do is you've got these little screws. There's one of the poles that the first screw is at the bottom. You start that screw. I have already put a couple of these together. I use my drill. Try to stay clear of that because this is real thin square tubing, and so you'll strip it out super quick. It's not very thick. It makes it lightweight, but it'll hold 100 pounds per shelf. So our shelves, one side has a little notch, and that goes right on that screw head. So all you do is just slide it down, and then repeat this 6 times, or repeat it 5 times, and you'll have your 6 shelves. All right, so one of the poles has the logo on it. So if you want that on the top one or the bottom one, that's up to you. It just has the Bora name, or you can probably pull that little sticker off. Either way, no big deal, and the last one just sits up on the top. So the mounting, real simple. You got these little round discs, and it's really handy because they go right up underneath here. And then you've got 3 screws in this particular one. I think the smaller ones have 2 screws. I just use a 3-inch construction screw. Go right here. We're going to go stick this up on the wall, and you'll see how it works. Gravity holds all these down into place once you hang it up on the wall. So what I have done here is these bars all have the holes pre-drilled to be mounted. So I got my level and put a level across here. All the holes were drilled in the same location. They're actually 15 inches in between on the 6th one. So I'm not for sure. You can check it if you're using one of the smaller ones. I pre-drilled all my holes, and that way I don't have to worry about lining everything up. All I have to do is grab one of the little caps there and a screw. I'll put my screw in right here, stick it through my cap, and then I can go ahead and line it up with my pre-drilled hole. And I'll go ahead and get that started. Since I'm using the long 3-inch screws, that gives me plenty of space to go ahead and get my other one started. Now whenever I go to tighten these up, I want to make sure that these little black spaces, they have a groove, so they have to be turned a certain way to let the bar sit flat. So I just make sure I turn that. Now I can just tighten them up real quick. And we're done. This Bora system, super simple. Just a couple of minutes. Takes about 2.5 minutes to put each one of these together. Hang them on the wall about another minute. So this whole 4 pieces put together in about 20 minutes. Super secure. It says it's 110 pounds per shelf. I don't doubt it. I think that it will hold 110 pounds of shelf, no problem. I've got 2 of them close together. That way I can run 8-foot boards, or I can do the shorter pieces. The only downfall I have with this is the way that these little pipes are stamped. They're not stamped square, and some of them are in the back. It's a little different. So all the holes in the back where the screws are, those are all the same distance apart, and it makes it 6 1/4 inches on the back. Up here on the front though, this one here, 6 1/4. Then I got this one here is 6 3/8. This one here is dead on 6. This one here is again 6 3/8. And then down here we've got 6 5/8. So all of the rods coming out are up and down. They don't come straight out, and there is no way to adjust that, because as you've seen, it's just a square hole. You slide it down the pole, it rests on that little screw head, which is what keeps it from coming down further. So quality, I don't know how you rate it. I feel that it's nice powder coated, and it'll probably hold up for a while. I have no doubt that it'll hold the wood, but just be aware that all your shelves, if you're trying to put like shelves on this, you know, it has in the pack some recommendations of things you can do. You can drill a hole in here and fix your board there and make a shelf. Well, your shelves are not going to be straight and level, even though you have your the main brackets all nice and level. The ends of these shelves, you see, I mean, this is melamine, so because one is up a little bit higher than the other, you know, so it's only going to touch on your two corners. And so I have a feeling that over time it's going to cause some of the wood to warp, because it'll gradually settle to the shelf. So maybe if it was rating this, maybe a 7 out of 10, because it will hold your wood up. It's just the quality of the manufacturer was a little bit off on stamping those holes, and there's nothing you can do about that. So